More than 20 years have passed since the Lord of the Rings trilogy was released in theaters, definitively changing the course of filmmaking. But time has also left its mark on the cast that embarked on this epic adventure. Some have remained in the spotlight, others have preferred the tranquility away from stardom, and some have experienced losses, trials, and new paths. Today, we're going to revisit the artists who marked generations and find out what happened to each of them after the end of the saga. Elijah Wood, Frodo Baggins. Elijah was only 20 years old when he brought to life the hobbit tasked with carrying the One Ring. After the trilogy, he preferred to distance himself from major blockbusters, opting for alternative films and unique projects. He also worked as a voice actor in animations like Happy Feet and acted in series like Wilfred. Off-screen, he is recognized for his simplicity and for maintaining a reserved lifestyle. Today, at 43, he remains active as an actor and producer, impressing fans with his youthful appearance. Ian McKellen, Gandalf. Sir Ian McKellen already had a celebrated career in British theatre before embodying Gandalf the Grey. His unmistakable voice and strong presence transformed him into one of the most beloved characters in the trilogy. After the conclusion, he returned to play Gandalf in The Hobbit, and was also Magneto in the X-Men franchise. Openly gay, he is an activist for LGBTQIA+ rights. At 85, he continues to work with a blend of passion and experience. He is a reference in talent and longevity. Viggo Mortensen, Aragorn. Viggo was relatively unknown when he was chosen to play Aragorn, but his charisma and depth ensured the creation of one of the most memorable heroes in film history. After the trilogy, he preferred denser and more auteur roles, such as in The Road and Captain Fantastic, a film that earned him an Oscar nomination. In addition to being an actor, he is a poet, photographer, and painter, a complete artist. He keeps his distance from the spotlight, prioritizing a simple life. Now, at 66, he continues to fascinate with his serene voice and solid presence, aging naturally and gracefully. Orlando Bloom, Legolas. Orlando became synonymous with beauty and adventure when playing Legolas. After the saga, he achieved worldwide fame in Pirates of the Caribbean and continued to land successes in Hollywood. He also returned as Legolas in The Hobbit and stood out in works like Amazon's Carnival Row. Married to singer Katy Perry, he lives a more reserved routine and is a father. He keeps in shape and maintains a youthful appearance at 47. He is remembered as one of the main pop icons of the 2000s. Sean Astin, Samwise Gamgee. Sean was already remembered for the film The Goonies when he took on the role of the loyal Sam, but it was in Middle-earth that he definitively won over the public. After the trilogy, he participated in several series such as Stranger Things and did voice work. He also works as a producer and director, in addition to supporting various social and family causes. Father of 3 daughters, he is very close to his family and has an always affectionate demeanor. At 53, he maintains the charisma and charm that enchanted generations. Cate Blanchett, Galadriel. Cate was already an accomplished actress before playing Galadriel, the majestic elven lady. Her almost supernatural performance brought an unforgettable mystical air to the role. After The Lord of the Rings, she won 2 Oscars and starred in acclaimed films such as Blue Jasmine and Tar. She is considered one of the greatest performers of her generation. Today, at 55, she continues to shine in film and theater, exuding elegance and poise. Her aging reflects class and sophistication. Andy Serkis, Gollum. Andy revolutionized the film industry by playing Gollum through motion capture. After the trilogy, he continued to invest in digital performances in Planet of the Apes and Star Wars. He also ventured into directing, signing films such as Venom 2 and Mowgli. He is recognized as a major name in the application of technology to cinema. Reserved in his personal life, at 60 he continues to innovate, maintaining a striking and bold presence. Dominic Monaghan, Merry. Dominic played the cheerful hobbit Merry, winning admirers with his spontaneous manner. After the end of the saga, he stood out in the series Lost and in smaller productions. He is an enthusiast of nature, wild animals, and science, even presenting adventure programs. He never sought great stardom. At 48, he exhibits an alternative style and maintains a quiet routine. Tolkien fans still remember him fondly. Billy Boyd, Pippin. Billy embodied Pippin, bringing humor and lightness to the journey of the Fellowship of the Ring. After the end of the trilogy, he acted in films in the British circuit and formed the band Beefcake. He also often participates in events and conventions linked to Tolkien, even recording the moving The Last Goodbye for the ending of The Hobbit. Today, at 55, he preserves a welcoming and youthful air. He is one of the most accessible and beloved members by the public. Karl Urban, Eomer. Karl first appeared in the trilogy in The Two Towers as the valiant Eomer. Since then, his career has taken off in franchises such as Star Trek and The Boys, in which he plays the tough Billy Butcher. With a versatile style and strong presence, he has won fans in different genres. He is praised for his dedication and commitment. At 52, he maintains an athletic build and an intense look, establishing himself as a respected star. John Rhys Davies, Gimli. John was almost unrecognizable when playing the dwarf Gimli, thanks to the heavy makeup and his great charisma. After the trilogy, he participated in films and series less frequently, in addition to voice work. Currently at 80, he is still present at conventions and is highly esteemed by fans. He shows signs of age but maintains a youthful spirit. He is one of the great veterans of the cast. Hugo Weaving, Elrond. Hugo brought to life the wise Elrond, conveying authority and serenity. After The Lord of the Rings, he participated in The Matrix, V for Vendetta, and several independent Australian productions. He is discreet and rarely seen at events. He preferred not to return for The Hobbit, focusing on theater and smaller projects. At 64, he has aged soberly and elegantly. He remains an enigmatic and respected figure. Christopher Lee, Saruman. Christopher was already an icon long before embodying Saruman, the White Wizard. With a career that began in the 1940s, he accumulated more than 200 films on his resume. In addition, he stood out as an opera and heavy metal singer. He passed away in 2015 at 93, leaving an impressive legacy. His deep voice and impassive presence are remembered with reverence and gratitude by the entire industry. Liv Tyler, Arwen. Liv brought the perfect combination of sweetness and strength to Arwen, in love with Aragorn. After fame in the trilogy, she participated in films such as The Incredible Hulk and series such as The Leftovers. She also acts as a UNICEF ambassador and embraces social causes. Her angelic face continues to fascinate the public. At 47, she is a mother and leads a calmer life, appearing from time to time in new projects. Her beauty and tranquility remain striking. Bernard Hill, King Theoden. Bernard played Theoden, the monarch of Rohan, in one of the strongest performances in the saga. His presence at the Battle of the Pelennor Fields became iconic in cinema. After The Lord of the Rings, he appeared in films such as Valkyrie and Black Gold. Currently over 80 years old, he is away from the flashes and rarely makes public appearances. His aging remains dignified, and his performance continues to be remembered for the imposing presence of a king. Miranda Otto, Éowyn. Miranda played the fearless Éowyn, the warrior who faced the Witch King of Angmar and proved that courage has no gender. Her line, "I am no man," became a symbol of female empowerment. After the trilogy, she acted in films such as War of the Worlds and series such as Chilling Adventures of Sabrina. Discreet, a mother, and highly respected in her country of origin, Australia, she continues to work in film and theater at 57. Her beauty and inner strength remain remarkable. David Wenham, Faramir. David played Faramir, Boromir's brother, a role full of nuance and emotion. His performance brought empathy and depth to the story. After The Lord of the Rings, he participated in productions such as 300, Australia, and Van Helsing. He also writes, directs, and dedicates himself to social projects. A native of Australia, he maintains a solid and recognized career. At 59, he presents a natural maturation, but continues to exhibit the same striking serenity. Sean Bean, Boromir. Sean Bean played Boromir, the noble warrior who perished defending his friends. His death is one of the strongest scenes in the trilogy. After the saga, he participated in major productions such as Game of Thrones, Percy Jackson, and The Martian. Known for dying in several characters, he even became a meme. Off-camera, he is reserved and lives in England. At 65, he continues to work hard and exhibits a mature look, maintaining that intense gaze. Craig Parker, Haldir. Craig brought to life Haldir, the elf of Lothlorien, who, despite having little screen time, marked many fans. His death at the Battle of Helm's Deep was moving. Later, he acted in series such as Spartacus and Reign, gaining prominence in historical roles. He is a frequent presence at conventions and maintains close contact with followers. At 53, He exhibits a youthful look and is remembered for his friendliness. Martin Sokus, Celeborn. Martin played Celeborn, Galadriel's husband, characterized by wisdom and silent, imposing presence. After The Lord of the Rings, he appeared in films such as The Protector, Water for Elephants, and X-Men First Class. He is known for bringing intense and engaging roles to life. Away from the screens, he prefers to maintain discretion. At 58, he continues to be involved in film and theater projects in Europe, aging naturally and with respect for time. They inhabited Middle-earth, but they also aged in our hearts. Each face holds memories, battles, friendships, and losses. Time moved on, but the magic remains alive in every scene, story, and look. Which transformation moved you the most? Which of these characters has been etched in you forever? Leave your comment and share with other fans of this saga that changed both cinema and our lives.